Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's a Christian and Daniel Show.
Good evening. Were you going to talk over me? The nerve. Well, anyway, hello everyone. I'm Christian.
And I'm Daniel.
And Daniel doesn't talk over Christian show.
And this is the I Don't Talk Over Christian show. Hello, everybody.
Hi everyone. I hope you're all doing good.
I want to welcome everybody who's watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you for joining us. If you're hitting us, if you're watching us on YouTube, do us a favor and scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. It'll let you know every time there's a new show posted on our page. This includes the Christian Daniel Show, the Card Devo, Putting Together Conversations, and the TikTok morning shows. So welcome. Hi.
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 How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm tired.
I'm tired too.
Why are you tired?
Because I worked my tail off.
I just got back from a trip and I'm about to go on another trip.
I take people out. I take my friends out when they need help, and I can't. It takes a lot of energy to be out in the world for me.
El show de ¿Dónde está Cristian?
Cristian está acá. Acá.
Hello, Micah. How are you
Hello.
doing? Better yet is ¿Dónde está Micah?
Hola, Micah. ¿Qué pasa?
Who's that? Hey, everybody. We want to start by thanking our musical director, Mr. Kai Kalama,
Our artistic director, Checo Doria.
and our stage manager, Mr. Gabe Lido.
Gabe Lido.
I usually connect with him on Card Devo, but since I didn't have Card
He's
Devo,
been a little aloof because his life is getting fuller.
it's
He's
cheesy.
starting to do some stand-up comedy, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Nicolas. No.
Hello, Mr. Show. I need to send you your information. Nicholas Snow is going to be my guest tomorrow afternoon on Putting Together Conversations. So I will be sending him some.
Terrific. Hello, Karen.
I'll be sending you your link for tomorrow later today. And Karen Gomez.
Miss
Hello,
Karen
Gomez.
Oreo cookies.
What else?
Chocolate chip cookies. That's an inside joke from, we were watching some cooking show, and I said, wouldn't it be hilarious that instead of someone making like these amazing original recipe thing, that they just like bake some chocolate chip cookies and they just present it like Oreo cookies.
Nabisco.
Or they'd be like chocolate chip cookies. Like, oh my gosh, you made chocolate chip cookies.
Are those Oreo cookies? And then they lick the cream off.
No.
Cookies.
Chocolate cookies.
What is your favorite cookie? What is your favorite?
For me, it has to be. Hello, Jesse. Hello, Chris.
How are you guys doing this morning?
We are doing good. We're a little tired. We're both a little tired, but we're still good.
Good. Oh, that's great.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, Chris. All these people we hadn't seen in a while. Welcome.
Yay. Favorite cookie is probably, I have to admit, I think it's a snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle?
I have never made a snickerdoodle
Sure,
because they're actually not that simple to make. I know snickerdoodle is basically a form of a sugar cookie.
Yeah, just
like an advanced sugar cookie, but I've never been able to get that crispy on the outside part really right. But I'm sure there's a recipe to make it easier.
My favorite to make, now here's the difference. My favorite cookie to make is the oatmeal raisin cookie.
Which he's never done for me.
I did in the beginning.
No,
I did once in the very, very beginning.
I don't think you had raisins, so it was just an oatmeal cookie.
It was just oatmeal.
So you've never made me an oatmeal
chocolate chips with walnuts.
I have not made my chocolate. Now, baking wise, what I like to bake is I love to bake chocolate chip cookies.
You make good chocolate chip cookies.
And I've never added the nuts to them because so many people have nut allergies. I tend not to do it because I used to give them away for Christmas.
That's nuts.
But I would love to make some with walnuts or even pecans
Mm.
to try it out.
We should, that mix that I get,
Oh, we should put that in.
we should throw that in
And
there.
throw that and try it.
So, I love Oreo cookies, but I remove the cream, dip the cookies in coconut milk.
Well, that's not very good.
Now, do you remove the cream or do you remove them?
Well, I'm sure he manually removes
Because
the
there's a
cream.
difference. Like, oh, I hate the cream, so
That's
I just
just
take it all
scraping
off.
you scrape it off with a knife.
I'm taking off all of the cream. This is disgusting. See, I like making oatmeal cookies because I learned this
They're not easy. Those are the toughest cookies.
when I was in
Took me 3
rehab.
tries.
When I was in rehab, I learned this little trick. I would love to taste them. Yes, we'll have to.
Oh yeah, Karen, we'll have to make some for the holidays this year.
Yes, I'm gonna have to get those baked cookies from you now. Yeah, okay. So he makes really good chocolate chip cookies. Now, the secret to a chewy and crispy oatmeal raisin cookie is you start, because it usually cooks for about 15 minutes. So you do like
Oh
7 minutes on the bottom rack, and then 7 minutes on the top rack. So it cooks chewy.
Oh,
And then when you put it on the top rack, the top part gets hard, but the inside stays chewy. There, my folks.
That's how you do
There,
it.
my folks, is the secret to a nice, chewy, crunchy oatmeal cream. You know me, I love licking the cream. And that, folks, is another show. Salud. Cheers.
Salud.
And we've officially gone into the gutter. Please fasten your seatbelts. Now, to eat.
But yeah, snickerdoodles I like to eat.
To eat, I think I just like good old fashioned sugar cookies.
Like Christmas cookies, like
Yeah.
like the real basic.
Just good old fashioned sugar cookies. But if I'm gonna buy a cookie, and I found these in Florida because they don't sell them here, grandma's cookies. If you've never had,
the mass produced ones.
yes, if you've never had a grandma's cookie, Texas,
I have.
they're pretty famous. But I just got some here. I forgot where I was that they had them.
They come in just like a single pack, like or a
Yes.
two-pack at 7-Eleven. You can get it at 7-Eleven. Grandma's cookies. You can.
Well, there goes.
Take it from a compulsive overeater. You can find them.
I had never seen them until recently. I saw them somewhere and I snuck them in my bag, and I just bought some in Florida.
You know what? I will admit, there's something I had that we bought in Texas that I think is only just starting to show up in convenience stores here in California. It was that waffle thing, that waffle cookie that you get in just a single serve little packet. And we got it in, it starts with an S. It has some really weird foreign sounding name. Hi, Laura.
Hey, Laura, welcome to the show.
Ah. You know what? That sip was not planned. It just looked like it was. I didn't even know he was going to do it.
What store did
We got it at like we got it not HB
HEB?
H&B HEB. We got it in Texas, and it's a little waffle. It's about like that big, and it's a waffle, and it's crunchy but soft on the inside, and it has like flavor. It comes in maple and different flavors.
I still have one.
You remember what it?
I still have one.
Oh my God! It's been in there
No,
a
we
while.
got those on a plane.
Did we get them on a plane?
We got them on the plane.
Well, all I can say is I don't know. I can't even. The name is like a foreign name.
See, peanut butter cookies. I'm not always a big fan of the peanut butter cookies, but
I haven't tried those yet. I would
I've
love
never
to
had
make
a
some.
homemade peanut butter cookie. So there.
Well, I love a peanut butter cookie when they put that nice Hershey's Kiss in the middle of it. Then that makes it an amazing peanut butter and chocolate cookie.
Although when I was
That's a
kid,
Christmas confection.
when I was a kid, my brother-in-law's mom used to make the ones with the little dollop of jam or jelly inside.
Oh, I know which one you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
They like pipe it out and then they put the jam in the middle. It's that kind of fancy.
Hey, look, Luke, how you doing,
Luke
sir?
Benoit.
Luke has also been a guest on Putting Together Conversations. Great guest, by the way. Great conversation. If you missed
Hello,
it.
Luke.
But yes, you know how they make the cookie bottom and then
they add just a little dollop in the middle,
Yeah,
and
and
it
then
gets a little chewy
and
in
then-
the mass-made ones.
yeah. Is it what? Is it stoop waffles?
That's it. That's it. Stroop waffles. Yes.
Ah.
That's it. I'd say it sounds foreign to me because it sounds like it came from
German.
No, I was thinking like it sounded like it came from Scandinavia, like the Dutch would produce a stroop waffle.
You want the stoop waffle?
You like a stroop
We're
waffle?
going to have a stoop
A
waffle.
stroop waffle.
Stoop waffle with our tea.
Stroop
I don't know what
waffle,
language that was, but
it was some horrible. I have never taken an acting class in my life. For me, accent.
but that is my favorite.
Hello, bitteschön.
Now, of course, for those of you, Cookie Crisp cereal, of course.
I never had that.
You
I
never
still
had-
to this day, I've never
You've never
eaten it.
had Cookie Crisp?
I've never eaten
Tell
and
me
it doesn't
you
exist
folks-
anymore.
Tell me you folks had Cookie Crisp.
You couldn't get
cereal.
away with making that today.
I wonder.
Trying to sell cookies for breakfast.
Does it not sell anymore?
Oh my god, I think I just recited the commercial. Don't they? Cookies for breakfast. I can't believe I did that. That's so ingrained. I saw the commercial. When I was a kid, I wanted it, but my parents never bought stuff like that. The closest to sugary cereal
wow,
I got.
you can get it for $9 at the box.
No.
And Amazon.
$10 for a box of Cookie Crisp cereal. That's
I'm trying to say that's the only reason I know. Yes.
yeah. There you go.
We were on Southwest or somewhere where they gave it to
And
us.
I think they're just starting to show up in some convenience stores here in California.
Oh wow!
I think I saw it in like a 7-Eleven.
I did not know that.
That the people who make our dog food also make Cookie Crisp cereal. Ralston Farina. Is that it?
Yeah, Cookie Crisp. But
So
it was first introduced in 1977.
as dog food. Then they realized children like it too.
Did you know it's banned in Canada?
I am sure it is because it's probably made of sawdust.
Because it doesn't have real vitamins in it or minerals.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have real chocolate chips.
The nerve.
I think everything in that thing is probably synthetic as it gets.
It's still, but now it's not the same little.
I don't think it's
ant.
the same as it was.
It's a
yeah.
little wolf.
But then we did that. Everyone's saying the Mandela effect. Like we could have just when we changed universes, it just.
It was
changed.
never a wolf though. It wasn't.
No, it
like
wasn't.
a
It was.
dude.
I thought it was a dude. Yeah, a little guy. But what I remember seems to be different. There's a lot of things. That Mandela effect is really starting to die down, though. People aren't. People.
Yeah.
What we're noticing is
It
different.
was
We're
a
just
little
letting go.
cop and robber thing. The Cookie Crisp. It was a little cop and robber.
Yeah.
You can get it for $50 a box.
The original.
Wow.
I don't even want to know. The sad part is, it's not any less edible than it was 30 years ago. That box, I'm sure the contents of that box will stay fresh through nuclear holocaust. Like whatever bug takes over, the planet will be able to eat it.
My favorite cereal though still is Fruity Pebbles. That would be my favorite ever.
Oh, I was going to say, the only sugary one that my
That was
parents
burger,
let
yeah.
me have was Apple Jacks. For some reason, because the name Apple was in it or something, my mom thought it was okay. I'm all, there ain't an apple in this box. You know that, right?
My mom's favorite cereal was Fruity Pebbles.
Oh.
So when my parents worked up to midnight, they would get home about 12:30, and I would be up waiting for them, and we would watch reruns of The Gong Show
Oh my gosh.
while eating bowls of cereal before we went to bed. That was our last.
Wow. And that is like the worst time people to eat cereal. You're not supposed to eat cereal.
Not if
before
you're
you go to bed.
Mexican.
But there's a lot. Yeah, I'm learning there's a lot of things. If you're Mexican, that don't really, the rules
They don't apply.
Like Daniel drinks coffee right before he goes to bed.
Your gringo rules don't apply to me, people.
Daniel's like, I'm having my cup of coffee. We're doing it
Cafecito.
again.
Hmm.
I feel like I should be going, oatmeal time.
Can we? All right. Can we show? I didn't do TikTok all this week. I came home tired.
That's why you're tired. Your withdrawals from TikTok.
We do what we like. That's right, gringos. I don't live by
No
your
rules
gringo rules.
apply. No rules apply. Don't
No.
you tell me what to do.
Your rulers don't apply to me.
I did see something about some Mexican food somewhere here in LA that this guy showed. It was like this burrito, a breakfast burrito that made me like, I was like, oh my God, I want one now. It's one of the TikToks. I'll have to bring it up. I sent it to you.
Karen, who's watching, and I'm going to call you out, Karen, because you keep sending me taco place videos. And when are we going to go on a taco tour? We need to go like a whole Saturday. Like start off
And just start one
Saturday
place and go.
morning at one place for breakfast, then go one place for lunch, and then go another place for dinner. Like a what do they call those? Progressive
food tour.
progressive food tour. So who's in it? We're gonna have to plan that.
That would be fun. I mean, we don't eat like we used
Eat
to.
those
We don't eat that
tacos?
much, but no.
Is that the one right here? Have
They-
y'all
you know
been?
what? They were really good years ago, but I think
It's funny that
they
they both said Tito's
I think
Tacos.
they've gotten a little greasy. Like
I've never
everything
been.
there, I know, and I want you to go just so you. But there's again, they're very popular. There is always a line there. That it's a thriving business.
I still say that one of my favorite taco places is Tacomiendo because of the
You
tortillas.
said it reminded you of
Monterrey.
Monterrey. Monterrey. I almost said it like you.
You just tried them. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a Christian and Daniel progressive taco, and then we can do another weekend. Another time we can do like a waffle place or a hamburger place. Like
I would like that.
we
We
should do that.
kind of started doing that many years ago.
Right.
Daniel did a little review of this restaurant that no longer exists in Laguna Beach. It actually became this really fabulous French bistro,
Yeah.
which has some foods that I remember when I was in Paris that just make my toes curl. They're so good.
But in the next month or so, we'll
You could, anyone who's a food hack, you could always tell because we talk about food and we get all that misty eyed, like, ooh. I remember when I was eating I was eating the baguette with butter and ham. by
we can
the
do
Eiffel Tower.
we can do a progressive. Oh, sorry, did I cut you off?
No, please.
You were on the Eiffel Tower.
Whatever you're saying about progressive tacos.
Shut
Far
up!
far
It's
more important.
Food's important. But we can go somewhere for breakfast.
Yeah.
And then try
Lunch.
something else for lunch, and then something else for dinner.
And we have to also do like a little, like have a couple, like lunch, a dessert for lunch and a dessert for dinner. Like, because there's so many places that people have shown really amazing desserts.
So
and stuff too.
we'll program it. We'll schedule it and let you guys know. And we'll give you a menu of where. But that's something we could do for the audience and bring them so we can meet people. So we can meet so many folks who we don't particularly know. We'll have to plan that. Do the first annual Christian and Daniel progressive
Food tour.
We'll
figure out a more streamlined name.
And we can contact some of the food places and see if we can come over there and shoot some video.
We'll call it something like Christian and Daniel eat.
Vamos a comer.
That's my shout out.
Desserts, yeah.
Yeah. Again, we are so in sync today. We did not plan that. It's funny.
One of those days.
And we both went into it at the same time. Yes.
But talking about shopping and progressive, we have a funny YouTube video. I mean, not YouTube, TikTok video for you guys today.
And it's a place, it has to be the Midwest somewhere because I have never heard
I don't
of
know
it.
where this guy is. I'll look him up in a minute. So his name is, if
Greg.
you look at Greg Isms on
TikTok.
TikTok, and we've had him on. If y'all know him, let him know that we're highlighting him because this is the second video
That we've
that
shown.
we showed of him.
Y'all ready for this? I'm so freaking excited. Let's see what you got, dirt cheap. Oh dear God, my anxiety just shot through the roof. I can't tell if that's for sale or someone left a baby. What in the Target Pride resale? Like I don't even know where to start. Am I in someone's garage? What in the unorganized chaos? Someone sleeping here? My OCD is kicking in hard. Oh dear God. If you can unfold it, you can fold it. I don't understand. I mean, not gonna lie, I could spend hours in here. You sort of have to find what you're looking for. I found the leaf blower section. Oh, I was looking for a pack of 12 doorknobs. Do I smell horses in here? Do they sell horses? This makes sense. You trying to sell free samples? Guys, I just want to start folding. What, in the dorm room bathroom? Why is this the most organized section in the store? What, in the little shop of horrors? I think it's broke. I want to be friends with the girl that buys that. Feed me! Was that worn? Oh, you could buy flooring. Why do I think that's a real barn? Oh, dear Lord. Y'all, I need to clean this up. What the hell is that?
What the hell is that? I love it. What the hell is that?
It was
Who has ever heard of a store that is called Dirt
dirt
Cheap?
cheap. But while you talk, I'm gonna find out where this story
That is so funny. I love the baby carrier. It does. It looked like, did someone just leave their baby carrier at the front of the store? Like, I was like totally on the same page. Like, the place is such a mess. My OCD would be going nuts. I mean, I don't fold clothes. I did that enough when I worked for Gap for all those years. So I'm averse to folding anyone's clothes, but it is hilarious. Like, I love the store. It's called Dirt Cheap. There's another guy who does videos on TikTok. And like he did like Kohl's, but he always changes it. He's like, after I got out of jail, I immediately went to this new store I found called Kohl's. And he goes through it, and he does kind of a similar thing, but he goes through it with a more sarcastic, funny tone. And it was quite humorous. Did you find it?
There's a dirt cheap store near here, but
I can't believe it's a line of stores.
there's one in LA.
Wow.
There's also an online store. There's one in
Wow.
Georgia. They're out in the South.
I'm gonna gamble he's in Georgia
Yeah, there's a South,
because he has a nice accent.
but there is a dirt cheap store in LA.
That is crazy. I wouldn't have believed that. Dirt Cheap, a store called Dirt Cheap. How would you, without this video, I don't know if I'd ever go in it. I'd be like, what does that mean?
But I like going to I used to like going to what's that other
99-cent store?
no
The
it's either
Dollar
Alabama,
General?
Arkansas, Florida, Georgia,
Yeah,
Louisiana,
it's a
Mississippi,
southern store.
Tennessee, and Texas.
And then there's one in LA, which is very odd with that list.
Yeah, but it didn't really come up in LA.
That may not, that may just be, someone may have just called their store Dirt
What
Cheap.
is that? What? Not Salvation Army, the other place. Goodwill.
Goodwill.
I used to like going to Goodwill.
Sometimes I found some good electronic stuff at Goodwill. Because some people turn in some pretty nice stuff there sometimes.
I thought it was the blue light at Kmart. Yeah,
I know. That's what it looks like.
The last existing Kmart in the country. There was still one up in Pasadena for a while. Pasadena or Burbank, one of those two.
I'd gamble on Burbank.
And then it
You guys are so simpatico.
But Goodwill used to have good stuff. I used to like shopping there for clothes because you could buy brand shirts for like cents and dollars.
Well, I never had the privilege because I was always way too big. Like all my, when you're a quadruple or it's in 5X, you can't shop at the regular stores because no one's donating those clothes. Because all those big girls who have it, once you buy it, you don't let it go until you are guaranteed you're not going to gain the weight back.
But now you probably could.
Oh, now I could. Now I totally could. My, waist 38 or 40. That's what waist size. That works perfect. Shirt size fits right in there now. The hard part is I think they get in this time frame with COVID, they got picked clean. These stores are not full like they used to be.
Probably not.
Because a lot of it. But something I liked getting at Goodwill was jeans. I got some nice Levi jeans for like $5 or $6 when they're like $40, $50.
Especially if you
or
like
30.
if you like that worn out look because they're already worn,
like 501s when they get
broken in. I bought money.
Mm.
These ones.
I can't believe their cleaners missed that.
I found bills.
Nice. I still want to get that something, and then you open it up, and all of a sudden there's all this money in there. Like poof! Oh,
that'd be nice. Well, didn't you buy one of those boxes on Amazon?
This was the biggest BS ripoff ever. I supposedly bought this medium size. I bought a medium size and a small box that was supposed to be loaded with returned products from Amazon. I got two little jewelry size boxes in a plastic envelope. One had a USB cord in it, and the other had a set of Chinese off-market copy Apple iPod earpods, and it also gave me an additional USB charging cable.
Because you can never have too many.
I mean, it was $30, so it wasn't like the worst hit I've ever had. But that was a hardcore ripoff. Like if I could sue the company, I would, just because it was such false advertising. Son of a.
So if you ever are interested in buying one of those,
don't.
boxes.
Those electronic boxes. Oh, for $25, you'll get like an iPod, an iPad, and oh my God, and the people who are doing it are effing fake people.
I would like to buy one of those pallets of returned items.
Mm-hmm.
That I would.
We just don't have a way to transport it.
Because that would be kind of interesting.
You'd have to rent a U-Haul for that.
So if you have a pickup truck, y'all got
A full size
pickup truck. So because you have to go to the warehouse here to pick it up.
Yeah, you have to actually go pick up the pallet, but that's legit. I mean, those are people do return crazy stuff at Amazon, like, and sometimes it's not even open. Like I guess they already had it or something. They just return it.
Things are returned. So if you've
I know
ever
I've returned some pretty decent stuff to Amazon because I already have this. I don't need it. Or
if you've ever bought one of those return pallets from Amazon,
let us know.
Let us know.
I'd love to know what your experience is because a lot of people get those pallets because they pay like pennies on the stuff that's in there, and then they just resell the stuff on their eBay page, and they make good money usually too. Kind of crazy.
What is the craziest thing you've ever bought? How about y'all? What is the craziest, nuttiest thing that you
I'm
bought?
trying to think. In the old days when I was not out of the closet, and I lived in Sacramento, I lived with my fiance. I'd have to sneak away, and I'd go to the adult bookstore. And I'm trying to think some of the. I bought some pretty crazy magazines like Titan, I think it was called, or something like that. Something that doesn't exist anymore. But it would be like Titan. That's probably the craziest thing I ever bought because it was so high risk. If I got caught, I'd be in so much trouble. And then I opened up a post office box so I could get all my gay porn magazines at that post office box.
So the
I was
craziest
an
thing
evil,
you ever
deceitful
bought.
man.
The craziest thing you ever bought was gay porn.
Yeah, I think some gay porn magazines, not what's readily available on the web now.
Well, back then it wasn't on the web.
Well, back then we didn't have a web. Thank God there's no social media, there's no web, so no one was recording me walking in and out.
No fashion magazines for adults.
And it was an old-fashioned, very old-fashioned, like porn store, like classic, like something you'd expect out of the 70s. Like walls lined with magazines. There's everything's sectioned off. It was kind of crazy.
Funny. In Texas, when I lived in Dallas, there was a magazine called This Week in Texas, and obviously it was only available in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
But they would drop it off at the bars and at the local stores.
Okay.
We're being recorded.
This is being recorded.
But it was this little magazine, probably about this size, and it had all the bars, what happened that week at events.
Okay, kind of like a little newsletter.
Yeah, but it had the cover guy with some local dancer or something.
Some local go-go dancer.
So the cover was some guy or some event, but usually it had pictures from bars, from the local dancers, or there was always some popular dancer. And I used to hide those in my drawer, and I don't know why my mom was in my room one day, but I was like 19, so I wasn't supposed to be at the bars anyway. But it was at the stores too. My mom found it, and the particular maybe it was not in my drawer. Maybe I left it out or something. But I remember the cover had this hunky, chubby, hairy cowboy dude,
a bear,
cowboy
bear.
And my mom found it. She's like, "So do you like this?"
She's like, "I can't even see a cowboy bear."
You can't even see. And she was like, "Do you like this?" And I was like, "Yeah."
See?
And my mom was like, "I thought you would like skinnier guys, like."
You're like, no, mama, no, me gusta flaco.
Pretty much true. Yeah. So that wasn't when my mom.
Funny.
That's not when my mom found out I was gay, but that's when she found out.
She pretty well put two and two together.
Well, no, that's when she found out the type of guys that I like.
So
whenever I would bring a guy home who did not look like that, she would always like, "Well, why do you like him?"
Oh, that's just a friend.
Yeah. She was like, "Why do you like him? He doesn't fit what you like." And I'm like, "I can change my mind, mother.
I can have a wide variety of tastes in men.
I am not limited."
Pretty women. Oh, I hate it. I love it when they play like they didn't do the same thing when they were younger.
Probably.
Like they were only attracted to one type of person.
I want to remind everybody you are watching.
We're
watching you. Who are you watching?
Did you know we've tapped into all your cameras?
Who are you watching? You're watching Christian and Daniel show on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Remember, you can join. I just put the join the conversation part. Although you guys know already, join the conversation.
I don't think that's been an issue
tonight. The show. What are some youthful memories that you have? What are some fun youthful memories? We talked about this before, though. You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Something else. New
Where-
topic.
Where'd y'all go? You were commenting. Come back and comment. We need you. I didn't do anything to my hair today. This is natural hair.
Yeah, this is his hair on natural.
I have been very lazy at home and not doing anything. I'm not even wearing my wrap this
He's
year.
not even wearing his girdle.
I'm not wearing a girdle. I call it my bra, but
Yeah, his bra.
I'm going braless today. For
Woo!
those of you that know Tommy, I usually wear a wrap, but not today.
He's home. You know, who are you hiding it from? I've seen Tommy up close and personal.
Nothing. We are going to talk about a pick of the week, but there's a show that we've been watching that got me interested.
Which one?
Um,
The late night one or Main Street, or the one we watched?
Where is it? The Ultimate Surfer.
Oh my lord,
The
that
Ultimate
show is so awesome. We're not even in it. We know nothing about surfing. Now we actually do by watching it. But now we want to go to Huntington Beach. Go to Huntington Beach when they do the big surfing championship. That's the championship that they're talking about. That's one of the big events that these guys are trying to get back into.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they call it, the pro champion level. Yeah. But this surfing show, oh my lord. And man, are the men and women are catty. They're like, well, it's a competition. So my oldest friend, I'm sending him home. And I'm like, wow. And one guy's like, remember we grew up together. We hang out together. Remember we went camping together. And Daniel and I looked at each other like, I don't know if I would have said that on national TV. It's kind of weird. But he ended up this dude like totally denied him and sent him home. He could have given him like an extra wave to surf to make sure he got enough points to stay, and he didn't.
I just realized looking that up that there's a lot of shows on surfing.
Yeah, there's something else called the 100-foot wave that's on right now too. But it looks like it's in the real ocean.
Do y'all surf? Anybody watching, do you surf? I thought the Kalama brothers surfed. But I'm not
I
sure.
don't doubt that a second.
Sure.
They grew up in Hawaii, didn't they?
I know Fernando, my massage guy, is a surfer. But I don't know, for some reason
Fernando.
When he told me he used to surf in Brazil, for some reason my head could not register that like there's waves.
They have
everywhere.
Waves in
I know.
Brazil?
Like have the American waves?
I thought the ocean was just flat. like you have the beach and the ocean just stays still.
For some reason, okay, I know this is sound dumb, but when he told me that he used to surf in Brazil, I was like, and I didn't say it out loud, but in my head I was thinking, how do you surf in Brazil? Like, isn't this like an American sport?
No, oh my lord.
I didn't say it out loud, but in my head I was like, and then when I found out that like other countries
like Puerto Rico.
Well, that's not another country.
They have I'm sorry, I didn't mean another country. I know Puerto Rico's a territory of the United States of America.
But like Australia.
I was just thinking of that guy, how he always kept saying, I'm doing this for Puerto Rico.
Alejandro from Puerto Rico.
I'm doing this for Puerto Rico. Even when he lost, he's like, I'm doing this for Puerto Rico. I'm like, don't say that.
But I didn't register in my head for some reason that like Australia had surfing.
Australia has waves. They're an island. They're surrounded by ocean.
Stay in school, kids.
Oreo cookies. Oreos.
But I didn't register that.
That is hilarious. I
didn't
think anywhere else had waves.
Like I knew Hawaii had.
North Shore has the best.
I knew Hawaii had surfing, but I'm like, well, of course, it's part of the United States. Like, why would Brazil have surfing?
And why does Australia have surfing? I mean, come on.
I don't know, Bugs. It was one of those days.
I've heard they even surf in Great Britain.
What?
And they even surf
Not even
in Europe.
Not even.
Do
they surf in English and
do they surf using the word? Do they call it surfing?
Do they call it surfing?
Or is it something else in English?
I don't know. I'm pretty.
I know. Stay pretty.
Very rich, honey. Very rich.
I saw a clip. They were asking, just on the microphone. Gross. They have a world map, and they're asking, they asked a random person, can you point to a country other than like say they were in France, or they say point to a foreign country on the map, and people would point to like they'd point to like not a foreign country. What was it? Maybe that's the wrong question. Point to. Well, they're asking them to like, well, what's a foreign country, and then they would point to like a state.
Oh,
like New York or Rhode Island, and they'd be like Rhode Island, and they're like Rhode Island's a state, and and the person was like, oh my god, I was never good at geometry, and I'm like, honey, that's like you're never good at anything.
Well, like the guy that does the videos is like, what country do they speak in Ohio?
Or what language do they speak in Idaho?
In Idaho.
Idahoan?
No, but then they would say something like, I forget what they said.
They would say outlandish stuff.
It's a TikTok.
We'll have to get that TikTok.
It's a TikTok video.
But it's like this guy, but this was like, and then they're like, point to South America, point to a state outside of the United States, like, or point to a city area, and they'd end up pointing to like France, and they're like, no, that's a country, and they're like, oh, I don't
know, is it because when we're put
on the spot,
like
you just get nervous and you don't recognize continents, like. They point to South America, not to a country. They just point to South America. They go, no, that's a continent, not a state, not a country. That's it. It's like, that's a continent, not a country. And they're like, how about North America? And they're like, no.
Well, like the guy that they asked on that same video, how many nickels are in $1? And he said 1,000.
I want his amount.
Yeah, because there's not even 1,000 pennies in $1. So there's that. Do you want to get started? Are you ready?
Oh, sure. I like this.
This is nice. Oh, we haven't even finished watching The Bachelorette.
I know. It's so close to the end for us.
I haven't finished watching it. So if you watch it, don't tell us.
Yeah, no spoilers tonight, please. So I have been watching this show. Daniel and I actually both watched it. I shared it with them we're about halfway through the episodes. Titletown High. Titletown I'm just kidding. Titletown High is a show about the Valdosta High School Wildcats and Valdosta, Georgia. And I didn't realize Valdosta, I've heard of it, but I didn't realize they consider it a small town. With the number of students in that high school, I'd say it's a kind of a big town, but it's all about their football team trying to make it to championship and trying to get the glory that they had in the 80s back. Apparently in the 80s, they were a super team. Like they went to the state every year and won. And then all of a sudden they just kind of fell off the wagon in the 90s. And then now they're trying to do it in the 21st century. And they hired a controversial coach who had a big problem at their rival high school. And but was acquitted and cleared of everything. That tells you how serious the stuff he was going through. But it's just really kind of cool. It's like a look into the kids' lives. Like it actually is giving you like this for us we're with Generation X. It gives us a really like kind of a snapshot of what high school's like in the 21st century with all this social media and texting and everything. Like there's this one girl who's obsessing with one of the players. And she keeps texting him nonstop. And I'm like, oh my God, that's like the old days when someone would just keep calling your phone over and over and over again.
Hi, Miss Johnson. Is Timmy there?
Is he there?
Is Timmy there? I just want
to say hello to him. So they're trying to get back to the state championships, the Wildcats. We, again, amazingly, we did not plan that. It just turned out that way.
But you know, the good thing about this,
Titletown High is on Netflix right now.
The good thing about the show is that we both really enjoy watching like game.
Yeah, we like the
reality shows.
Yeah, and we like the slice of life. It's just like we like the Texas 6, which is about
that was a good series.
And it's coming back. There is another season.
That was a good series.
And that's also that's on CBS, or now it's called what is it? Paramount Plus.
And my pick of the week is for all of you who like game shows.
And your family.
And yeah, if you like your family, this is Family Game Fight, and it's hosted by Dab Shepard and Anna, Kristen Bell.
Yeah, Anna.
She is Anna.
Kristen Bell.
She is Anna.
And Kristen Bell happens to be Dax Shepard's wife.
You have your turn.
Oh, what you were struggling with names.
Family Game Fight is a kind of like a game show about families compete against each other for prizes and money. But the cool thing is that Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell are get on the teams with the families, and then they swap teams halfway through. But they're actually part of the game. And the good thing is some of the games are things that games that you probably played, and they're kind of like interesting.
And they're different each week too, right?
Yeah, some of the ending one, which they call the rinse cycle, the spin cycle, is this kind of like celebrity game but it's really interesting. So if you like competition shows and you like to just make fun of people because they get in them in some most like weird situations. It's almost like Don't.
Yeah, I love Don't, but it's not renewed.
If you watch Don't, which is sad because it was such a good game show.
It was so funny.
If you like it,
it was a creation from Ryan Reynolds.
And then we just started rewatching. We started watching the third season of Holy Moly last night, which is hilarious.
Hilarious.
If you've never watched Holy Moly, you should.
Holy Moly's hilarious. And Rob Riggle, God bless him. And whoever his co-host is, I can't remember his name. But they are the perfect pairing. They're so funny. So, because one's very deadpan and one's very, Rob Riggle's is cuckoo bird. So
if you don't know who Rob Riggle is, then
you can look it up. Google him. Rob Riggle is a comedic actor. He's been around for a long time. He's really quite tall in real life, and he's funny.
Joe Tessitore.
Joe Tessitore. Was he an athlete or something, or is he just a real sportscaster? Looks like he was a real sportscaster at one point. Well, he still is, but
I'm looking while you're talking.
So I looked in that little bit that Daniel just saw and saw what I was looking for.
He's an American sportscaster. It just says the sportscaster.
So he was a sportscaster on like ESPN and stuff like that for quite a few years, and now he's doing the show. And he's such the balance for Rob Riggle. Rob Riggle. And they always have innuendos. Like they have this hole, one of the holes on the golf course. It has all these different things, like a unicorn, but also has Uranus, the planet Uranus. But they always say Uranus, and they're all, oh my God, the ball's going in Uranus. Oh, it's coming. It's going to come out. It's being forced down Uranus, and now it's coming out. It's coming out by the other hole, and oh my Lord, it is hilarious.
Oh.
You just die watch. Just
did you know
so
that
funny.
He is the voice for the top-selling Fight Night video game series?
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of it, but I thought maybe one of you would.
Fight Night.
But no, it doesn't say anything about. He never played sports. He's just always been an announcer.
Oh yeah, I wasn't. That's all I said was he was an announcer, a sports announcer.
Well, I thought maybe he was a sports player.
I didn't think he was ever an athlete.
He looks like he could have been an athlete.
I look like I could have been an athlete.
Well, we still have 15 minutes to go. What are we going to talk about now?
I don't know. You suck the air out of the room now, so I can't breathe. Oh, the chair behind us looks like someone in a leather suit standing behind us when you're covering it. It looks like someone in like a leather mask. Woo! Oh, by the way, American Horror Story, the new season is so good. It got off track for a couple seasons, so I didn't watch it, but this season's really good.
The last season that I watched was Coven.
Coven was the last one I watched too. And then
they
got really weird. Like they did like something about the end of the world, annihilation or something, and they kind of went on some weird tracks that didn't interest me. I was like, I like Kevin because you could relate to it, and it was a Nolans, and the actresses were amazing in that. Yeah. I mean, come on. And then, but then this season, it opened up at the Murder House, which is here in LA. There's a house that's called the Murder House, and it's the actual house. And they say that if you die in the house, your soul gets trapped in the house. It's a really good. I really liked it this year. It entertained me, and it had Jamie Bramber. No, the gay one, the gay actor who's really really cute with big blue eyes. Anyway, never mind. I can't remember his name.
The gay actor.
There aren't that many out gay actors. Don't play like that. Oh my lord, look at that. Show me the cast of American Horror Story.
I'm trying to remember. I don't. What after Coven the whole circus thing, freak show or whatever?
Yeah, they did. I watched a couple episodes of the circus one, Freak Show, and it was a little too freaky.
I didn't even finish watching that season. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah, Sierra McCormick is she was in quite a few of the episodes, but now it's expanding. It's really interesting how it's working. Paris Jackson is in this season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, boy, is she gorgeous too. She is. I mean, obviously, Michael seemed to be a little obsessed about having these children be white. I'm never going to be able to explain that psychology, but it was one of his things. So Paris is this gorgeous blonde-eyed, blue-eyed girl. It is incredible, and she is gorgeous. Molly, no, I don't think it's Danny Pintar. I wish I could remember this guy, but I can't believe Paris was in it. Matt Bomer, that's it. Matt Bomer. Matt Bomer, and then Troy Castaneda was his partner in this, his husband.
Oh, Matt Bomer from White Collar.
Yeah, his best known is for White Collar.
White Collar.
It's a huge cast, and then Janet Jackson, Paris Jackson is. It was just shocking, and she's actually a pretty darn good actor. Well, let's say she plays the stuck-up mean high school girl really well. But I think almost any blonde, blue-eyed girl who's in amazing.
But she wasn't blonde when she was younger.
I don't know I don't know. I never looked up her pictures. Here we go. But yeah, she does a really good job. I was surprised, and I keep thinking that's Michael Jackson's daughter.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of incredible.
Yeah, she wasn't blonde when she was younger.
Well, that's dirty blonde.
She was.
Yeah, for the show, they obviously made her blonde.
She dyed her hair blonde, but she was never blonde.
She was a dirty blonde like her mom. That was innuendo. I have no idea. Her mom was the nurse.
Dirty Diana.
Yeah, her mom was the nurse that he married. I don't know if they ever married. I think they
did marry.
Did they marry? Okay. And then they had the kids, and then he left her. Goodbye.
You're very behind in the sound struggle.
Thank you.
I followed along. Coven was obviously my favorite. Well, not obviously, right? But Coven was my favorite. But then the next season with the Freaks, I didn't even finish watching it.
No, I didn't either.
And I know, okay, what I'm about to say may be a little controversial for anybody who likes American Horror Story, but as much as I love her, what's her name?
I want to say Jessica Tandy, but that is not her.
Jessica Lange. Jessica Lange. As much as I love Jessica Lange, Lange. I thought her character in that Freak Show
was terrible.
A little much. It was a little much.
She was amazing though in Coven.
A 4-year-old allows me to watch in the middle of the bed.
In the middle of the yes. If you have children, I used to go visit my friend Dave quite frequently up in Northern California when his kids were smaller. And I always felt so bad for him because I'd talk about all these shows and he's like, nope, we don't watch that here. Nope, can't watch that. He goes, basically, I forget that all parents, when their kids are young, they basically get to watch all the kids' shows over and over and over again.
Well, one night in Laguna, when I couldn't go to sleep, I YouTubed.
You did not.
Hold on.
I know where you're going.
You don't even know.
Yes, I do.
Where am I going?
You're going to do Baby Einstein.
No, not Baby Einstein.
Oh, you did
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies.
One night in Laguna, I couldn't sleep, so I have YouTube on my TV, So I Googled, I searched for Teletubbies and I watched a couple episodes of Teletubbies. And everybody's talking to you. Google just came on. But I watched Teletubbies at like 2:00 in the morning. And I found it very comforting. And I fell asleep. It was very relaxing. Tinky Winky, Dipsy,
Sun Baby,
La La, Po.
Of course, the most controversial and everyone's favorite who carried a cute little pink purse was Tinky Winky.
I had a little Tinky Winky doll.
Aww.
It's probably in that big crate with all those stuffed animals that I have in the garage.
Oh.
I have a, and the old one, the dragon tails, the dragon with 2 heads.
Oh yeah.
I have one of those that makes noise. Yes, people, I am a 50-year-old man with a 5-year-old brain sometimes.
Yes.
For those of you that missed our pick of the week TikTok video, we're going to show that to you guys again.
Y'all ready for this? I'm so freaking excited. Let's see what you got, dirt cheap. Oh dear God, my anxiety just shot through the roof. I can't tell if that's for sale or someone left a baby. What in the Target Pride resale? Like, I don't even know where to start. Am I in someone's garage? What in the unorganized chaos? Someone sleeping here? My OCD is kicking in hard. Oh dear God. If you can unfold it, you can fold it. I don't understand. I mean, not gonna lie, I could spend hours in here. You sort of have to find what you're looking for. I found the leaf blower section. Oh, I was looking for a pack of 12 doorknobs. Do I smell horses in here? Do they sell horses? This makes sense. You trying to sell free samples? Guys, I just want to start folding. What, in the dorm room bathroom? Why is this the most organized section in the store? What, in the little shop of horrors? I think it's broke. I want to be friends with the girl that buys that. Feed me! Was that worn? Oh, you could buy flooring. Why do I think that's a real barn? Oh dear Lord, y'all, I need to clean this up. What the hell is that?
Can you imagine buying your flooring for your house from Dirt Cheap? That would be funny.
3 a little much for me. Oh, season 3 was, what was season 3 of?
Of what?
Of American Horror Story.
Was that the cult one? American Horror Story Cult? I think that was the cult. I didn't watch that one at all. It's one where the image for the season, the guy had like a beehive on his head. It was really weird. I didn't get it.
Which is weird because this is from the same man that brought us Glee.
Yeah, like, wow. I guess he wanted to prove how diverse he was.
But we want to remind everybody who is watching, if you're watching us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Twitter, remember that to subscribe, follow us. If you're watching us on YouTube, do us a favor, scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you get notified. Hit the little notification bell. It'll let you know every time we post a new show. Ow, I just twisted my toe.
You bit yourself today and you twisted your own toe.
Yes. So in case you didn't know, we are on most of the week. Wednesdays is the Christian Daniel Show. On Fridays is the Card Devo. And on Saturdays, it's Pretty Good Conversations with the show on noon and 5. Sometimes
we have special episodes with special guests that unfortunately they sometimes are not able to fit into that schedule. So we'll put them on during the week.
Yeah.
Like Daniel's sister was on a Tuesday afternoon. And
we're having a show. We had a show yesterday. We're having a show tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you are not able to watch on Saturdays, don't worry. These are all on replay. So go to any of those channels and you can watch the shows anytime. If you haven't heard, because I talk about it all the time, I wrote a book. It's called Grumpy Bunny and the Colors Game. It's a kid's book about meditation. It's written by me and illustrated by Jennifer and Vivian Gatch. Available at any of these 5 establishments. But here's some news. Make sure that if you're going to order now, get it now because 2nd edition is coming. We're changing printers and we're getting an updated version. So make sure if you want to get the 1st edition, order it now. From the last I heard.
Apparently, yeah, you told me that the new edition is going to make the old edition it's going to be very different.
Yeah. The layout is slightly different and the colors are different. We were just talking about you, Mr. Moran, earlier. Happy birthday, Mr. Michael.
Happy birthday, Michael.
Happy birthday. We hope you have a wonderful day. We hope you have celebrated.
We hope you had a wonderful day, and we hope you continue to have a wonderful evening. Cake, whatever else you like.
Yes, and some as soon as we can, we'll treat you to dinner sometime. I recommend French film High Tension. Yes. It messed you up. I must look now.
High Tension. Thank you for that. I love getting recommendations from people because I do actually look them up and see what they're like, and sometimes I'm like, wow, they're right.
A beautiful young French woman, Alex, travels out to the country to visit her family and brings along her friend Marie. Soon after they get settled in the secluded home, Alex's parents are brutally attacked by a psychotic truck driver. Well, thank you for sharing this with us. A truck driver who proceeds to stalk the two women as well. When the killer kidnaps Alex in his truck, Marie hides in the back to try and rescue her. But the bloodshed is far from over. It's a nice Christmas movie.
It is surprising.
It does. What is that, little guys?
Yeah, you need to put that one up. It switched right when I hit.
Little guy's watching his tablet, so I can watch you. Aw, there you go.
And it is surprising. It sounds like it is. I'm gonna look it up. I assume Netflix would probably have it.
You worked 11 hours today, Michael.
I know. Come on your birthday. Wow.
So we're gonna have to watch it. We haven't watched a good horror movie in a while. It does not say where it is, but I'm gonna guess it is Netflix.
Yeah. It's always a good guess to go back to Netflix and
when in doubt. But yes, we're talking about the book, so make sure that you get, if you're interested in first edition, get it now. I know Amazon had like 10 left and before it sold out. But edition 2 of Grumpy Bunny and the Color Game is coming out, along with the Spanish edition, which we're under this new printer.
Is coming out.
It's coming out. And
wow.
For those of our friends out in West Texas or East New Mexico, we will be husband owns it. Oh, okay. The movie or the shack where they died.
Shocking ending, not shacking ending.
No, but the place, they go to this place where they...
Oh, they go to a shack in the woods? Yeah, because that's where you go when you're scared.
Yeah, they go to this country...
Cottage.
Or something. I just got myself all dirty. This is why I can't have good things. But yeah, so the people out in El Paso, we're going to be there in 2 weeks for a book fair. So make sure that if you are out in that area, check it out. We're going to be at the book fair selling books and signing books. So make sure you got
Chico.
Get some Chicos Tacos. I am going to get me some Chicos Tacos, and I will send back a video of it. Chicos Tacos, for anybody who's never been to El Paso, are like little flautas, just little rolled up with some, I don't know what the meat is. I think it's beef, but they used to serve them in these little paper plate things, bowls, and then they put like this salsa, tomato sauce over it, and then cheese. And they're not the best, but they are delicious.
But for some reason they work.
And then if you buy the French fries, which I don't know what it is about these French fries, you can dip them in the salsa. They're so good. I'll send back videos because I know we're going to make it there. Plus, I have to go to Whataburger because I love Whataburger.
And he didn't get to when he
went
to Florida this week.
Florida, I had Whataburger and I didn't get to go because I didn't want to leave the hotel. But, and for those of you, if anybody's watching us in Philly, I will be in Philadelphia this weekend working an event. So if you're in Philly and you're watching this, please hit me up, send me a message, and maybe we can grab dinner Friday night or something.
He moved.
Yeah. So anyway, with that, it's almost time to go. Thank you, babe.
It is. Thank you.
Thank you, River, for watching.
We made it. We love hearing from you guys.
Cito Lindo at Olvera Street is kind of similar.
Cito Lindo. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
All right, cool. All right, so for everybody watching, this is the Christian and Daniel Show. We will see you back next Wednesday. Thank you for watching us. Have a great night. Talk to you then. Bye.
Bye.
Where's the video? Just say goodbye.